What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Overtime. Welcome to the Happy Hour Show Bay Area alongside my cousins.
Hey, Mikey Slacks.
Roddy.
And today we got a special one. We got my boy ROCSTAR22 in the building. Woo! Shout out to my boy OP, man, for making this happen. We got a special one for you. It's coming. Woo!
Let's go.
Hey, bro, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so I just gotta ask. It's one of these things that we say right off the rip, like your connection to music, but you didn't start straight as an artist.
Right.
You have a really good storyline.
Yeah, appreciate
So
it.
let's back it to the beginning. Let people know where you from, man, where you hail from, and we'll start this story.
Man, it's your boy ROCSTAR22, straight out of Oakland, California. The Murder Doves, 22nd and Foothill.
Bay Area.
Yeah, Bay Area in the building. Man, I didn't start straight with music. I came as a football player, man. Graduated from the University of Oregon, you know.
Shout out to Ducks, baby.
Yeah, shout out to the Ducks.
Shout out to the Nike rep, the plug. We coming up to Oregon real soon. Hey, we might have to, we might have to talk.
Yeah.
Hey,
look, check it out. I love Nike and everything, but we ain't signing to nobody till they sign them checks.
Hey, I feel it. Let's go get the bag.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. So yeah, man, graduated from the University of Oregon, got picked up by the New York Jets, got a good time there, shortly lived.
The damn New York Jets.
Yeah. Right. And then I made it back home, man, to play for the Oakland Raiders.
Full circle.
You know, so that's how this came about,
That's
man.
what's up.
Right before the music started.
How was first the experience from the Dubs in the town to going up north, man? I know that had to be like some of a transition, and then going up there to play college ball.
Yeah, man, it was an eye opener. It was an eye opener, man. I got to see new things. Grass is greener there, you know what I mean? Grass is greener on that side.
Different pastures.
You feel me? But it was amazing, man. It was a great
Doesn't it
experience.
rain all the time?
No wonder it was green. 8 months out the year, you in the house just chilling, you know what I'm saying?
Like that Seattle weather.
So, I mean, but it was a good time, man. I got to meet Phil Knight. Got to meet a lot of good people along the way. Met some of my close friends there. And yeah, man, it was a great experience. It was like a movie. I mean, everything we did was on, ESPN. It was on a high level.
Right,
everything we did was just big time, man. I remember having LeBron James.
Some rings there too,
right?
right?
Yeah, 4 rings.
Hey,
Mike, can we get a
Can we get a woo?
You got the hardware to back it up.
Like the Warriors.
What's that like? I mean, man, keep it real. I mean, what brother, what person from the hood of here, of the Bay Area? I mean, I know we got viewers from all over, but knowing what it's like, us all being Bay Area representatives, what it's like to go through the challenges growing up in the hood,
right.
to go into the stardom of that and winning national championships.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, I got to keep it solid. I'm from the Dubs. I'm from the hood. But like I lived a very good life, man. I was fortunate, you know what I mean? My grandpa, Mr. Sams, always took care of us.
Sir.
I was always at practice on time.
That's what's
and
up.
you know what happened if you ain't, you know what I mean? Running them laps. But I lived a great life, man. And then my mom actually moved us from Oakland to Fremont to go to high school. That's where I met a couple of my other close friends, like my dog that's in the building with me right now.
Hey, what's up,
and so,
what schools you go?
I went to Washington High School.
Washington High.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Shout out
recruited.
Shout out to them Huskies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I was top 20 in California as in high school. I was doing my thing.
Right. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I didn't notice the current IG handle, but I'm an avid follower of Bay Area football, man.
Right.
So
Okay.
I knew the last name when I got the bio sent to the email. I was like,
Real
okay.
But it's not all glitz and glamour though. You gotta maybe give them a little background before Oregon and the hours you logged over at CSM. Put in the work at the JUCO.
Yeah, man.
Get to the top.
Exactly. Like, hey, shout out to CSM, man. Shout out to them Bulldogs. That was probably the best decision I ever made in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my mentor, Eddie Smith. He hooked it up with me getting over there.
Wait, is this light skinned Eddie Smith?
Light skinned Eddie Smith.
St. Mary's Eddie Smith.
St.
Hey, hey, you gotta get me in contact.
Come on.
Hey, so not to like try to make it a me moment, bro. Same thing. My mom, my mom, took us out from Oakland at the time, and we moved to Fremont. That's why I asked. I went to Olivera.
Okay.
You know, bro went to Thornton. You know what I'm saying? We was on our path to go to Washington. We played for the FFL, where my boy Eddie Smith is a fucking legend. You know what I'm saying, bro? We got a chance. We got to toast to cousin Eddie on that. Wow. Hey, it is true. You can't be from the Bay Area and not know somebody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's crazy, bro. We really vibed out. It's family in here.
No, for sure. Yeah, man. Shout out to Eddie Smith.
How you liking the Reese Readers?
Shit, smack. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying not to drink that motherfucker every second.
They always make fun of me. Look, I'm almost done.
We just started filming.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Shout out to Eddie Smith. He hooked it up, man. I didn't do too good in high school. Didn't have the grades. Went over to CSM and they got me right, man. And that's what I went on to finish to be the #1 receiver in the nation. That's what's up. College of San Mateo.
Bro, you got some mitts on you, bro. I know you over there.
So would you say growing up, you mentioned that, you know, your mom like moved you away, this and that, to keep you like out of trouble, so to speak. Would you say football specifically is what like gave you that discipline and whatnot 100%. To keep you out of that?
100%. Yeah, no, mom just wanted a better life and wherever she could see at that time, that's where we went, right? So that was Fremont for her and that was good enough for me.
Nice.
But yeah, man, and then football is what gave me my discipline. I still use all the tactics today, the mindset today, you know, from winning the championships to being down to not having the grades and having to struggle to get back to that top position. I use that mindset today to carry myself forward.
Definitely.
A lot of artists, you know, I know we're talking about your sports career right now, but I think that the reason why you've risen so far and you're having so much good success right now is because you understand that. You know the trials and tribulations, first of all, teamwork, putting in the work. What led this path to being into the music industry and getting into music?
Man, I always loved music. So my mom as a kid, she used to line me and all my brother, all my cousins, we used to line up, right? We trying to see who's gonna be famous first. Remember we had Bow Wow and Chris Brown already legends as kids, right? So she used to line us up, make us dance. You know what I mean? Yo, we was having dance off.
Little talent show.
You feel me? Trying to see who the best was. And you feel me? So I've loved music since then. My mom has a great ear for music.
Nice.
And then also, man, shout out to my brother All Black. As I was looking at myself and trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I was inspired by him and what he was doing.
Yeah,
you know
shout out.
Shout out to All Black.
Brad definitely out here representing for the Bay. Shout out to Brad, shout out to Empire. Shout out to the whole Bay Area. I like though, you know, pre-show, we was talking about some stuff.
Right.
That's something that you don't really put out there. I didn't want to just drop the bomb on you, but I'm glad you brought it out.
I appreciate it.
How do you approach that? I mean, because I know like 99.9% people that have a brother that got all the industry, you know, keys.
Right.
You know, not just hookups. Bruh got them keys.
Right, no, for sure. He can open doors.
You know, he can easily do that, but you chose to like, you know, that's bruh, but I'm over here, I want to do my thing.
Exactly. Yeah, nah, I told myself, I said, if I can't make it alone, you know, without using his hand, then I'm not meant to be.
You're not meant for it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and if I can build myself up and put myself on a level to where he is, then we can put ourselves together.
Yeah,
and it wasn't to say who's better or who is not, but I had to show myself.
You had to prove it to yourself.
Exactly.
That's what's up. Let me ask you something. Going back to the football thing, how did it make you feel when you were able to sign with your hometown team? Because there aren't many people in sports that could say that they were able to play for their hometown team. How did that make you feel?
It was incredible, man. Incredible. So my grandpa, Morris Hands, may he rest in peace. You feel me? He couldn't fly out to New York, you know what I mean? And at the time, the family wasn't able to make it either. So when I made it back home, that was the first thing I did was, you know, brought them to the game. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful experience, man. It was something great to see, and that's not something people get to do every day, like you said.
Man,
so I was just great. And I was grateful, and I felt blessed to be able to do that.
Sure,
just give me a suit up contract. I don't even gotta test the field. Come on, Niners, you know what I'm saying? I know you. Come on, Niners, you know what I'm saying? I'll get Jimmy to throw a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you know what I'm saying? But you know, coming in your own into the industry now, you know. What do you feel like is some of the things that you feel that, you know, you hit off right away as a new submerging artist out here in the Bay Area?
I mean, just meeting the right people, man, shaking the right hands, making the right moves. I think that was something that I hit off right away.
Coming on the Happy Hour Show, Bay Area.
Bay Area. Shout out to the Happy Hour Show, man, because I appreciate being here and being anywhere that's, you know, me uplifting y'all good people.
Definitely.
You feel me? So
we appreciate that, man. You we have structures to show. Everybody's been trying to whip us to get in, but I think that we've been doing such a good job of not only making artists of all different types, because we've had, artists, we've had artists of, shoes, of music, actors,
trying to find our lane.
We're just trying to find our lane, but the biggest thing is, understanding special stories,
Exactly.
And yours was such a unique story. We was like, we have to highlight that. Because we're not done. You got quite the savage businessman in you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this crypto world. What before we lay out what you have going, what are your thoughts about crypto game currently, from the start of it to where it's at right now? Because it's not, it's some worry right there.
Yeah. No, it's a tricky situation what's going on right now. My thoughts on it is that it'll be the best thing popping here within the next 5 to 10 years. And I think everybody should get involved. I think everybody should invest. I can't tell you where to invest, but I can tell you that it'll be a good thing to do some homework, do your due diligence and make a small investment here that'll last you maybe a lifetime if you do the right one.
Wow.
For sure.
Yeah. Now saying that, you got into the game, you have your own crypto debit card, is it?
Yeah. So we have debit cards.
Coin.
So first I'm part owner of a crypto bank and exchange. So I technically own a bank, right?
Hey, man. Hey, now.
Hey, let me hold $5.
Can we get that back
Tuesday? Yeah, so shout out United Coin. That's my company, United Coin.
Oh, right on.
Our coin is called units. You know what I mean? Just for anybody listening.
What you pushing?
And everybody
units.
Listening. Exactly.
I like that name.
Exactly.
I like that name.
And that's exactly what is understood. So when we're doing our thing right now, we've been on platform since December. We started off at 50 cents. Right now on our platform, we had $1.75. So
it started in December.
Exactly.
Hey,
so,
Santa Claus.
Yeah, we had $1.75 right now. Started at 50 cents. So you can see what type of growth we got going on. Right
Shit,
now.
let's get a cheers to that. Let's get a cheers. Can we get a cheers to that? Because hey, if motherfucker know anything about trade, you know almost up $1, baby. If we put them right shares in, it can be life changing.
No, for sure.
But I was gonna ask you though, like for someone who isn't into crypto or kind of a little hesitant, especially the way the market's trending right now.
Right.
What advice or what would you recommend they do to maybe do a little homework to get their feet wet, kind of invest a little bit without taking a big L?
Start with $1.
With $1, huh?
Yeah. Usually they don't let you do, platforms that don't let you do nothing less than $5. So start with $5.
Start with $5 then.
Go with the top 10.
Got $5
on it. No, for sure. Start with the top 10 coins. You know what I mean? What's most popular that you hear about. Try to stick to stable coins.
I got $50.
Do your homework on stable coins. You know what I mean? And just go from there.
Get some units.
Right. Gotta get the units. I think we gotta rock with the man.
Hey. So, the last 2 years, I can imagine for any artist has been really tough with COVID and stuff like that.
Right.
What are some of the things that, you've been doing? I've been listening to some of your music of late since I knew you was coming on the show.
Right.
Like, you got a real depth of range, like you know what I'm saying. You got some like country songs that you put and shit, right? Like has that helped you, be a little bit more creative on like how to come out now?
Yeah.
And obviously being out to go do shows,
right?
I seen you been on your promo, Thhsba,
right?
Like talk a little bit about that.
I mean, since COVID, man, I told myself whatever I do decide to do with this music, I'm gonna come out on the other side as a success.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I just been experimenting. You know what I mean? There was a guy from the Midwest was like, you know what? You got that nice deep voice. You know what I mean? I want you to do a country song. So I'm like, all right, let me try this out. You never know how we gonna make
open-minded
it.
to it. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, you'd be surprised, man.
You never know what's going to hit.
Exactly.
A lot of people here in the Bay Area have kind of been using, different sounds that sound so similar, but not too vulnerable to go out like a whole genre that. But as of recently, I've been seeing so many country rock, hip hop, mixtures out there, like this new wave, like even looking like Beyonce and Drake.
Machine Gun Kelly,
Machine Gun Kelly. So big ups to you, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, sold out the garden.
Right. Yeah, I just been experimenting, and I've been trying to get these vocal lessons down with my boy and start this singing, rapping thing. I got
sexy. You about to go on that sexy. It's
trying to be that sex symbol.
That boy good.
So let me ask, as a kid growing up, I'm assuming your dream was to become a football star. Like that's what you ultimately wanted your career to be. Football, NFL.
Right.
You won 4 college championships.
Yeah.
Made it to the NFL. You know, you've actually fulfilled your dream.
Right.
career cut short by injury. How detrimental was that just to your whole psyche?
Right.
And at what point during that time did you decide you were actually going to just stop and make the switch?
That's hard.
Man,
Big time.
That was a great question. Like, I mean, it was terrible for my mindset. It was tough because I'm a very, very confident person. I believe in myself all the way. That's what my mom, my dad, my grandpa, that's what they bred me to be is a believer in things that I believe in, you know? And for myself, man, I couldn't see the future no more. And I was great at seeing that, you know what I mean? And so I was kind of, you know, giving y'all a preview to this. So this is how it happened. For 8 months, I was living under a bridge in my car. Wow. You know what I mean? And this was by choice, man. I could have, you know, stayed at home. My mom did, you know, did whatever, you know, got a girl, you know how we do it out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever. But I wanted to show myself.
Going back to like you said about your brother, you had to prove to yourself.
I got to show myself that I'm worth something. I seen everything that happened up until the time where it wasn't no more. Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna show myself, I got to get out here. So I went out there. I took the last of my money with me. I started learning how to invest. I started looking into stocks. You know what I mean? I did a little trapping. I did a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? We out here trying. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And then. So that was my mindset at the time. Get out here and learn. See who you really are, you know? Yeah. And, you know, and shit, now I'm on a...
Hey, man, we gotta give it up. We gotta give it up. Let's get another toast right here.
Thank you.
Because, you know, it's such an amazing story. That's why I'm glad you stopped by and we've been able to share this. But even on a bigger note, man, like, I wish more people, I don't even want to say football stars, I don't want to say artists, I just wish more people had that mindset.
In general, yeah.
Right.
Because I feel like there's so many artists out there, so many athletes out there, so many people that, you know, when shit gets hard, they just give up.
Right.
By choice.
Right.
You can have it comfortable. People just choose to always be like, I tried, it didn't work, I'm gonna go back here.
Right.
You've been grinding, bro, and you took no excuses, no handouts.
Right.
And I think that's gonna just
But I think it touches to what you said about believing in yourself. Right. And that's where some of us, we kind of fall a little short. You doubt yourself, you know. You
so how did it go from staying in your car under the bridge to saying, okay, I want to pursue music now?
Okay. So while I was in there, actually, I earned a contract to go to Canada. Oh, wow. So, man, I was showering at 24-hour
Flutie, WCL, baby.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah. So I got a contract to Ottawa. I went there for a few days. I mean, they were stacked on receivers. It didn't work out.
Yeah, it wasn't going to work out.
So then I came back and I was just freestyling to my girl. She like, you should get in the studio. And I've been outside shaking hands, even though been in the car, still outside shaking hands. And a buddy of mine that I just met, he's like, man, my cousin got a studio. Why don't you come in and just make a song?
Yeah.
She went in there, did my thing. They liked it. They, you know, I was rapping at the time. And they was like, your voice sounds good, man. Like, you know, I don't know if you know how to take that yet. That's a compliment. Your voice sounds great. You should keep going.
So they saw potential.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now here you are, bossed up.
Exactly. That's bossed up.
Talk us a little bit about the single. How's it been going? You just put it out there.
Yeah, man. Feedback. Bossed Up, man. It's out right now everywhere on all platforms. We're doing good. I think we had 230,000 views on YouTube.
Right. Run them up.
Streaming is going up. I mean, it's going great right now, man. I like I said, every move I try to make right now is strategic.
Right, you're playing chess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
I gotta ask you real quick, what was that feeling? Because, you know, you're finding yourself, you're figuring out what you want to do. You're getting some play with the DJ supporting you at the Emporium and the Valencia Room.
Right. Shout out to the Emporium, baby.
Yourself on the radio.
Right.
I mean, at that point, you're kind of starting to see a little light at the end of the tunnel. Like, okay, I might be onto something.
Yeah. So, I mean, I see it, but I'm not there yet. I don't want it to be how my football career was, to be honest with y'all. I don't want it to be cut short by anything that has to do with me. I'm not saying that myself being injured when it happened and all that stuff had to do with me. That was God's plan. But at the same time, I want to take full control of this. So when I hear myself on the radio, I'm happy. I clap it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Team clap. Definitely. And then I'm back to work right now because I'm like, that's a step in the right direction, but that's not it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for
Gotta
sure.
Keep it 100.
That goes back to when we had Stunnerman 02 on the show, and he mentioned what Kobe Bryant said. Like, you know, this is where I was planning to be all along. So, you know, you take it in and then you keep moving forward.
What are some of the benefits? Again, you know, this interview was through the, you know, alley-oop from my boy OP.
Shout out OP.
Someone that works with Warner Brothers 300, works with the up-and-coming artists that are really booming like yourself. Yeah. You know, what do you see, like, you know, obviously no disrespect to the team, y'all pushing your numbers, but what does it come into effect when you work with someone who's working with the major labels that are looking into you guys, and whether, you know, let's see if this is going to be a good investment, if, you know, we sign this person or not.
I mean, if they sign me, they're gonna get the best of the world, man. Like you said, I'm a star, I'm shining, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna make the galaxy brighter, you know? And so, you know, shout out to my team and everybody that's on my side, is in my corner. Shout out OP. But I mean, we got a long ways to go. We got a long ways to go, man.
Hungry. Someone that's determined right there. Like you said, I
mean, we just met like a half hour ago, bro. And I feel the confidence in you.
Yeah,
like, I actually believe
can't be denied.
You know, I heard about a good 10 songs, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the range, bro. Like, I think anything that you do, you know, you keep marketing, you keep doing everything right. I think your trajectory is just gonna keep going up, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, for real. And you know, you gotta go tell everybody about these Reese.
So, moving from being a professional athlete to the music industry, and also the crypto business. Are there any other ventures you're trying to do? Get into acting, or, you know, just anything else?
Yeah, man. I would love to be an actor. I want to be that overall star. You know how Snoop Dogg everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And so my boy Jason right here, man. I hit him up all the time. Like, bro, can I get in the commercial? Like, what we doing? Like, we got one in LA. Come on. And then they call him, be like, oh no, it's too tight. You know, it's COVID time. You know, so we pushing from all directions. However, we trying to get it, man. But
for sure,
I got aspirations to be in every industry. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And be seen, but in a quality way, you know what I mean? Not just to show
not
myself.
Not just attach yourself to anything.
Exactly.
Well, I think
something that's quality.
Exactly.
I think the portfolio speaks for itself, right? I mean, you're not just an artist, you're a former NFL athlete / hip hop artist / businessman / bank owner. Definitely. You have all these things going for you. So I think that having that portfolio, it's going to come natural. He's going to be booking your commercial for your crypto card. You know what I'm saying? It's already up a good percentage. Yeah, man. Just like, you seem like you got everything right. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people are like thinking about the next thing where you already have the next thing. So.
Right. And I want to kind of comment on that. I don't have everything right, but I'm putting it in place. You know what I mean? I always want to remind people of that, because a lot of people do look at me like, oh, you already got this. But no, I don't, but I'm moving towards it. And I like to show it. And I hope you see it, and I hope you feel it. And, you know, so I don't want to act like I got...
We definitely seeing it. It was a pleasure hosting you tonight.
Thank you for having me.
But we definitely got to get you to say your goodbyes, but you definitely got to bless the mic for us.
Man, man. Thank y'all for having me today, man. I appreciate it, man. This environment ain't nothing like it. You know what I mean?
Man.
I hope y'all stay strong, you know what I mean, and keep this thing rolling. You know,
keep it moving, man.
Like you said, we got to do ourselves.
Exactly. Also, let everyone know where they could find you at on social media.
Man, you can find me on all social media platforms at RocSTAR22, ROCSTAR22. Man, that's peace and love, man. 22nd and Foothill, December 22nd, all that.
I love that.
You know what I mean? So, ROCSTAR22 on all platforms.
Hey, yo, Ma, get to the bed.
Aren't you forgetting
I came through and bossed up. Is it me not on me, young rockstar? Sorry if I lost you. Ay. I built a new roster. Fucking with me is gon' cost you. Never know right time. Always on my time. I come alive when the light shine. Beast in the nighttime. Grinding all my life. Still in their hearts was the right crime. You chase the bag, but the bag chases me. Been going hard every day of the week. Feel look delicious with designer please. Any opponent for sure can't compete. Word around town, I'm the hardest out. Only like direct deposit, large amount. Circle full of bosses, that's us all around. One look at me, see what I'm all about. Start my whole life, I'm a supernova. I'm all the way in till it's over. Y'all be tripping, I just walk on over. Doing all the things that a boss I came through and bossed up. Is it me not on me, young rockstar? Sorry if I lost you. Ay. I built a new roster. Fucking with me is gon' cost you. Never know right time. Always on my time. I come alive when the lights shine. Beast in the nighttime. Grinding all my life. Still in their hearts was the right crime. Ay. I can't really fuck with a broke hoe. Baby, that's a no-go. These hoes are for sure slow. I don't know why they be hating on me. Bitches flocking, people changing on me. Still they watching what they wanna be. Smelling like money, feel it calling me. Two bitches on top, that's a harmony. Making it happen ain't a habit, it's a part of me. I'm a rock star, you a non-star. More like an imposter, trying to get invited to the Oscars. Please don't call me your enemy. If you did, I still never give you my energy. I came through and bossed up. Is it me, not on me, young rock star? Sorry if I lost you, ayy. I built a new roster. Fucking with me is gon' cost you. Never know right time. Always on my time. I come alive when the lights shine. Beast in the nighttime. Grinding all my life. Still in their hearts was the right crime. Ay.